everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Thursday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. As you guys know, we got some unexpected action. Um, for those who pay attention to what the YouTubers say in the community, I don't know if you guys remember that it was said that that figure was never coming, even though it was shown. It was said that there was no way Hot Toys was doing that. And as you saw, we got a lightning announcement, a lightning pre-order release, and it came and went. So for those peasants who thought, oh, I'll wait, not with this one. As you guys saw, it was literally within hours, if that. That hasn't happened with a regular release, right? Even though it's an exclusive, even though it looks like it was limited because it said one per person. I feel like it's been a while since that's happened. At least I feel like that. If you guys think that's been happening already, then I've been out of the loop. So let's say hello to you guys first, real quickly, before we get started, because we also got a release. Poor release. We got Joker J in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I'm doing. Ooh, let me raise his volume. I can't hear nothing. Let's see who else. We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome. Thanks for being on time for once, peasant.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got, let's see, tens of people are gonna buy this. We got Rob. Welcome. Thank you for doing. Nice to see you. Long time. I remember we used to be part of the group and used to be cool, and now you're like, oh, I don't like peasants anymore. Unreal, Robert. We got Thule, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome. This trooper is not, I repeat, is not enter. See? Peasants. This is what happens when you miss out. Okay? When you miss out because you're not quick enough, like lightning, then all of a sudden you don't want it in your collection. How convenient, Robert. How convenient. Oh, please, peasant. Oh my God, Robert. Robert. Damn, you're that good. He said pop fast. Absolutely not. I work. What are you talking about? Unbelievable. Unreal. Fabs, absolutely not. Absolutely not, guys. Stop spreading misinformation on me, okay? I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor of the medical health. Man, we got action in the box. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hello. Nice to see you. Welcome. He said, I'm a farmer, not a peasant. Oh my God. So let's get started. But first, we're gonna get started with the release, obviously. So we got this beauty. I don't know how many of you guys are excited for this. I am, obviously. I'm excited for everything. I don't know how much better she's going to be from the first release, right? The suit is obviously very similar. Obviously, the colors have to change. That's one of the things that has to happen in every movie. Something's got to change in the suit to be able to sell you the new suit, whether it's, toys, whether it's merch, t-shirts, whatever, right? So something's got to change. They got to modify, they got to upgrade it every time. And if you pay attention, even with Ant-Man, right? When he appeared in Civil War, that suit came and went. Like, where did that suit come from? And then he went back to his old, his classic style Ant-Man suit. So I see more yellow. Okay, I see more yellow now. I see the Wasp face more noticeable with the yellow and the dark. Right, you got a lot of black now. Before it was a lot of golds, a lot of different tints and a lot of different colors and mild tones of colors. Right now, you got a lot of bright yellow. You got a lot of just plain black. Right, to give you that bright contrast. Which, again, if you have the original one, is this necessary? That's up to you, right? Are you going to want the new one? Are you going to want another very similar Wasp? I know I want her because obviously I bought two of the original one. It was the first time she was made. Um, I got two, right? One for the head sculpt, one for the full-blown wings. It looks like here these wings may be smaller than the original set. That's just from the picture because the original set was very big. Those wings were very big. I have them. I have one with the wings on, and so I know how big they are, and they're kind of big. So if they're smaller, maybe I'll have space to use to put her to put the wings on her with the head sculpt on. That is my only goal with this figure. That's why I'm only getting one. I need that head sculpt on. Besides that, do you really need another one with the mask? Obviously, if you like the look, that's for you. But this is what I need. The head sculpt looks great, as you can see. We knew we were getting this style of head sculpt. We knew we were getting her with the short hair. A lot of people don't like this look, which is fine. A lot of people don't have the original Wasp. So is this going to be your first Wasp? Obviously, that's up to you. Did you like the movie? Do you like this one better than the original suit? That's all up to the collector, obviously. But I think she looks great. Just from here, I'll give it this head sculpt a 10. You can see a lot of detail already. You see a lot of the freckling that they put on the figure. The hair, I don't mind at all. She actually reminds me of, what's her name? From Ahsoka, from the Ahsoka show. My God, I forgot her name. The Asian chick. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me her name. Oh my God, what's her name? How did I just blank out on her name? Somebody's gonna say, and I'm gonna do like, oh, Sabine. Thank you, TK. Sabine. My God. So her short hair gives me Sabine vibes a little bit, as you can see. But she looks great. I have no complaints about the head sculpt whatsoever. The expression kind of blah, right? They played it safe with it. It is what it is. I just need this look because it's obviously the updated look. This is her standard pose, right? You'll always want to pose her. They usually pose her for all the pictures like this, which obviously to give you that dynamic effect, that flying effect, that look of that classic look of her in flight. Look at her here. She looks very sexy like this with the suit. The suit looks very, very nice. No complaints about that whatsoever. Again, do you really want, I guess I was blocked from Hot Toys. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there we go. They unblocked me, guys. So the suit, again, I don't know how different. I don't know how similar it'll be to the first one. I can guarantee you not much different. Maybe the first one was more detailed because it was the first suit. Now they minimize a lot of the stuff, easier for them to make. And obviously, in theory, the suits get better. So a lot of modifications were made and blah, blah, blah. So you save a lot on the gadgets and all the attachments and the utility belts and the blah, blah, blah. So again, I don't know how many of you. Please, somebody let me know who's excited for this and who doesn't care for this. Please let me know in the chat because I want to know. I want to gauge out of the 12 of you that are in here right now who really is excited for this, who can't wait for that. Actually, seeing this picture here, guys, it looks like the wings are exactly the same because they're very, very long. So this looks exactly the same style of wing. They look a little bit clearer, like more see-through, more plasticky looking. The other ones have more texture. They look a little bit more opaque, right? Not so see-through. Had more detail, more lines on them, if I remember correctly. So Like these were painted, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not. I don't know. But it is beautiful nonetheless. Here's what the box looks like. Apparently, this looks really, really cool. This is I like how they did the entire, for those who don't have the the Thor Love and Thunder line. They did this to the boxes, to the covers. Oh my God, those colors are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, in the box says, not for me. I guess he doesn't like the Wasp. Unbelievable. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? That's Mike. Mike's like, who cares? Who cares for this? So as you can see, we get the little Ant-Man guy. Remember that they had also teased Cassie. Cassie was supposed to be another figure that was supposed to be made from this movie. They teased her. They never made any announcement about her. We saw her displayed. There was no head sculpt for her. I don't know what happened. Do I think she's coming? I mean, the only way for me, right, that she would make sense is if they give her that head sculpt. They have to give her the head sculpt. They have to give her the head sculpt, right? You can't have Ant-Man and the Wasp with the head sculpt and then Cassie just with the helmet on the entire time. If you want to display them with the head sculpts, you can't, because Cassie's going to be the only one with the helmet. It doesn't make sense. So they have to get the head sculpt on there, because if you want to display them all three with no helmet, guess what? You can. If you don't have a head sculpt for her, that's a problem, right? I mean, can they do her without the head sculpt? Absolutely. Is she going to be as exciting? Absolutely not. And it'll be a figure that people will most likely be like, oh, who needs her? She doesn't even come with a head sculpt. And some people will be excited for her. I could tell you I would most likely get her either way, but not having a head sculpt ruins my idea of what it would look like. Because obviously, like I just mentioned, I would get this just for the head sculpt. I would get an Ant-Man. Having, again, two Ant-Man. I have an original Ant-Man, just one of those. I have two of the Civil Wars. I have two of the Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? One for the look, one for the head sculpt. And so do I really need, every single look every time? No. So I would keep getting them just for the head sculpt. I already got the classic one, which is, I think, the most important one in any collection if you like Ant-Man, right? That's the more classic suit, the more basic suit, right? Everything else is just more updated. And I feel like it gets less and less technical, right? If you think about it, right? The original suit is more clunky, more, it's just older. It's supposed to be an older suit. And it just obviously it's supposed to just naturally supposed to keep evolving and getting better and better and more advanced. So all the metal pieces that, gave it character in the beginning are gone now, right? So it's more superhero-like now that it's more updated than it was more of a suit that you got to put on. Right now, it's more of a Fantastic Four style of suit, even though it still has its little, compartments and little pockets and, little clips and blah, 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 and little light functions now. Everybody's got a light function. So they added the little statue. I don't know how you're placing it on here right now. I thought magnetic, but I doubt it. So I'm assuming there's some type of insert that you have here to be able to place it that way, which is a cool idea. And they also obviously gave him the rock to stand on, his little stand. And one more thing, guys, I don't remember the original one having this ability, right, to be able to put the wings down like this. I don't know if this is a separate type of wing that they're giving us, or this is the same wings, just obviously facing a different way and being articulated a different way. So this is cool, because if I could get away with doing this, then I could have her with the head sculpt on, holding the helmet. Obviously, you still see her eyes in the helmet, but who cares? And then having the wings down, because that is a completely different look. Again, I don't remember being able to do that with the original figure, and I don't remember that was even a one of the pictures that they teased with her wings doing that. So I think this is a new ability for this figure, which is, again, very cool if you like having the wings on. If you don't care for the wings, then you don't care for the wings. But this is very cool to see. Here's the rock that I was mentioning. So remember that it was supposed to be three little pieces creating a diorama. scene, right? It was supposed to be him, her on another little piece of rock, and then Cassie on another little piece of rock. So it was supposed to be all three of them running, or running away or whatever the hell it was. And we don't know now. I don't know if we're gonna get that full scene anymore. Again, because of Cassie. Here it is again. So again, I don't know how they're doing this. It could be a clear clip that just slides under the gauntlet. That's what I'm seeing right here. Let me zoom in. Maybe you guys could see a little bit better. So as you can see, there's something here, right? This little clear piece here might be the insert. So you might have to stick the shoe into the plastic and then insert the plastic into the gauntlet as you see here. So that's what it looks like is happening. Again, not bad, kind of sleek, which is the goal. Obviously, you don't want something crazy. It looks sturdy, obviously something that's not going to keep falling over. So that was good. See, here it is again. So that's a cool idea by them. As always, innovating the game with the plastic inserts, copying in art, never. And so here's another look of her with the helmet on. Here are the wings again. I feel like it's the same size wings. They're just clear now. Again, just very basic figure. Not much to her. I can guarantee you she's going to sit for a while. She's not somebody that everybody's dying to get, but obviously people who need to complete the line or get the line need her in their collection. I'll obviously, get her whenever she's out, most likely. If not, if I decide to just miss out on her and get her cheaper later on, then I will. You guys will know what I decide to do. So yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. So now to the main event, guys. Let's go to the main event. So we got the Death Trooper zombie style from Ahsoka, right? So we get a helmet, which for those who may not remember, in that scene, Sabine and who was it? Sabine and Ezra were fighting the two Death Troopers, right? That they couldn't beat. And the reason why the zombie's face gets exposed is because Sabine blasts him in the face a few times, and then it breaks through the helmet. And then when he's on top of her, that's when you see his mouth open. The other one, Ezra was fighting. Obviously, nothing happened to his helmet, so that's why we only get one. But the fact that they gave us the two helmets is great. They could have easily given us the regular helmet as a standard figure. Here's your Death Trooper from Ahsoka, and then they could have given us a limited 2,000 piece zombie version. And then what? I feel like I don't know how many pieces they made of this. It was still an exclusive, right? It was limited one per person. So it was some type of limited figure, right? How many did they make? I don't know. Let me see if they mention it because I have no idea. It says 2,000 units available. Okay, so it is a limited 2,000 units figure. Again, the way they announced this was crazy. Nobody knew this was out. I got the text message. I went right in for it. I was like, oh my God, thank God I got this. Again, not knowing that it was going to be a limited because of the way it showed up. I did see, Hot Toys exclusive on there. This thing here, Hot Toys exclusive. So I knew it was something special. I knew that it was something important to get, which is why I immediately got it when I got that text message, not knowing anything about it. My thought comes in of you should get two, so you could get one with the zombie head and one with the regular helmet. Limit one per person. I was like, oh man. I'm definitely not getting one. What did I do? Message Rudy me. Well, I messaged the group. I said, guys, whoever doesn't want one, I'll take one. Nobody responded because they're all a bunch of peasants. And so I messaged Rudy. I said, Rudy, do me a favor, please get me one. He got me one. So now I got two. I got one for the helmet look, one for the zombie look. They're gone, as you can see, waitlisted immediately. Join the waitlist, peasants, for those who don't collect and don't pay attention and think that everything's going to sit. Obviously, as you have Rob in the room, Rob doesn't care for this. He's a Star Wars collector who doesn't care for Star Wars. So that sounds a little fugazi to me, a little bootleg to me, but that's Robert. I can't force him to collect, right? Peasants will always find an excuse not to collect. But I don't know if Robert is saying this because he's angry that he missed out on this. So I don't know. But I can tell you the fact that it's sold out this fast, it's going to be a figure to look forward to. It's gonna be one of those figures that you're gonna be like, man, that looks really good in hand, guaranteed. Again, you don't have to like it, right? You could say, oh, this is a nothing trooper, blah blah blah, which it's nothing. It's a nothing trooper. For the person who was saying, Hot Toys is always cutting corners. Here is an example of Hot Toys cutting corners, right? And guess what? It sells out every time. So we love how Hot Toys cuts corners. We love it, Actually, true fans of Hot Toys love it, right? And somebody who doesn't like Hot Toys or wants to pretend that they don't like Hot Toys, that's a different story, right? But true Hot Toys fans will always find an excuse to collect. If you don't collect a line, that's a different story, right? If you say, oh, I don't like, for example, Predators. I only do Star Wars. Then obviously that's understandable. But Robert, who says, he says something. This is not stuff. Hey, don't be xenophobic on the stream. So as you can see, guys, beautiful figure. Again, just very basic. They wrapped the ribbon around it and they said, here you go, buddy. But again, sexy figure. It's going to be tough, obviously, when you have both looks and you're going to display it with, let's say you get one, right? For those who got one, let me know how you're planning on displaying it. Obviously, the zombie look is a must, right? But the fact that the scene only had the 2 Death Troopers, that was why it was a must for me to get the 2. Also, there was only one zombie mouth on there displayed, right, in the show. So that's why it's not necessary to have the 2 zombies, which even though it would look cool, if the zombie mouth came with 2 different, looks. So for example, if it came open to the right or it could and also came open to the left, right? That would have been cool because then you got 2 different looks of the zombie. That would have been awesome, at least to me. I still got the 2, not for the 2 zombie looks, but again, one for the helmet, one for the zombie look, which again, for me is a must. We got Talia. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Guys, every time I see his name, I remember the raffle. Guys, the raffle, 11 spots left. Please, if you want to join, message me privately to join the raffle. The first one filled within like minutes. This one's been sitting for weeks already. So if you're interested in playing the raffle, please message me. And thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button as well. So Joker J says 2,000 units available 10 months after release, 1999 units still available. This guy, unreal. TK says Fab needs to play the wrong clip. They don't understand. They don't understand when it comes to collecting. Okay, again, there are people in the community like Robert and Joker J who have to demonize when it's not their stuff, right? So it's like, oh, I don't like it. Ew. That's what happens. And then it's like, you like that? Ew, you too dirty. You can't do that. You know what I mean? If you're gonna collect, you're gonna collect. Okay. Thule says, yes, guys, please hit the he always says hit the like button. Yes, let's fill the raffle, please, guys. Please. Why stop at zombies? Why not start with Smurf? See, this is what happens. And then he becomes a hater, right? You develop this hatred towards Star Wars. Like, who needs Star Wars? Who needs it? Joker J. Brad the peasant, where have you been? You peasant, you peasant, you peasant, you. I was talking to Cassandra last stream and I said, where is peasant Brad? And you were nowhere to be found, peasant. Were you gluing your 89 Batmobile, you jazzing peasant, you? Unreal. There is a collector, and then there's you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and then there's you.
Strands for the
Such a peasant. Oh my god. So there you Matt Planet in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Happy Thursday.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. So guys, so like I said, did anybody try to get this and missed out? Did anybody get this? Did anybody not care for this? Obviously, we know Robert and Joker J are not getting this because they don't collect, clearly. I haven't seen something sell out so quickly like this. The fact that they lightning dropped it like that was very, very tricky, very, very risky. I can tell you this. Like I said, I got the text message and I was like, what the hell is this? I checked, it was available. Boom, I got mine immediately. A lot of times, 99.9% of the times, right? There are, I'm assuming Apple users, right? Get their text messages that much quicker than Android users. For whatever reason. It could be the carrier, it could be the phone, whatever. And I know this because a lot of people are always in the queue for certain pieces, and they let me know. Like, for example, William is always in there first. For whatever reason. A lot of people with iPhones are always in there first, and I'm yet to receive the text message. Right? Sometimes I'm in the queue before I even get the text message because I'm told, somebody has told me, right, that the thing is up. So something goes on with that. So I get the text message. What if I would have been a person who got the text message late and I got to miss out on this figure because of that system? I would have been so angry. I would have been so angry. I would have said, what the Sideshow? Just like Mike is upset with Sideshow with the fact that they deleted one of his accounts. Again, his points are gone, everything. That is crazy. That is crazy. Right? We always say how great Sideshow is and blah, blah, blah. Right? Again, that whole situation, I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what the regulations are with, the 2-account system and blah, blah, blah. I don't know that. So if he broke a rule, then he broke a rule, right? But you still paid money to earn those points, right? You still deserve those points. Right. All right. Get your account deleted. But that's your money that is in there, right? He was also upset that he lost a bunch of expired points. Why all of a sudden are you forcing people to use their points? All right, I understand that you're trying to, make money as much as possible and as quickly as possible, and it doesn't benefit you for people to get, bigger pieces for cheaper. Fine. But why are you hurting us because of the business that you do? And I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong, but maybe your prices are too expensive. Maybe that's why people are getting turned off. And again, there's only so much you can do. I understand. You have to charge shipping. Maybe you don't. You have to charge tax. That you can't get away from. So I understand that. But shipping, maybe free shipping, and you'll get people back. Right? If you can't adjust the prices, which clearly you can, because you give 35% of discounts every day. So I don't understand, right? It's starting to feel like greed, right? Again, it is what it is. You don't have to shop there. They're still, when it comes to customer service, they're still the best. But, Mike feels how he feels about that whole situation. But still, that's money. That's money that was taken from him that he had earned because he had spent money under that second account. But the whole point is that I would have been very angry because guess what? Now I'm stuck overpaying overseas. I don't know how many they're able to get overseas. I don't know how much more expensive it would have been getting them overseas. I'm just assuming that it would have been more expensive either way, right? One way or another, for whatever reason, at least I know Toys for Kiddos would be 100% more expensive, especially if they sold out this quickly on Sideshow, right? They know this, they keep track of this 100%. So that's what would have sucked for me. I would have been very upset. You guys would have been the first ones to hear it because that texting system is not reliable, again, for me. Every time I get my queue text to get into the queue, I'm already number, 4,000 and change out of, a 1,000 piece pre-order. So that's what I mean. I would have been very upset. How I got lucky? I got lucky. We got Cassandra. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Hello!
Let's see who else is in here. Give us Modoc or or buy none of them. Yeah, I think he said he's gonna cancel his stuff. I said absolutely not. I said, how dare you? We still don't have a Wong, and they have the audacity to give. No, stop it. Stop it. This, you know what this tells you? This is what this should tell you. This is how well Ahsoka did. Okay? That they're going this deep with the line. Think about how many figures we're getting from Ahsoka. Just think about it. That's when you know the show did very well, that he got that popular, that they're making all this stuff. Right? You may not like it, obviously, but if they went as far as making this, again, it's an easy project to do. There's nothing fancy. There's nothing, technical. There's nothing, oh my God, look at all the innovation. Look at all the new stuff that they just did. Look at all the new design. Look at none of it. But they bothered enough to make 2,000 pieces. And look how bothered people got that they went within an hour or so, or 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever it was. It went within hours. So that's what I mean. So they don't have to, they don't have to do things that they know, or they will not do things that they know won't sell. They know that for whatever reason. The Flash, I tell you guys all the time, I was debating. I was stuck between buying 2 or 3 of that young Barry figure. When they decided to, I said, how? What? That makes no sense. I was stuck between 2 and 3. I know other people would have bought the figure 100%. I know there were pre-orders 100%. I didn't pre-order, but I would have bought 2 100%. Because I knew that they would have been available. I would have been able to get them, one way or another. I would have been able to get them. So, but that's why I didn't pre-order. But the fact that they canceled the whole project, that is not a good sign. Right? So I take that as the Flash didn't do well enough to get many figures from it. And they still went Flash, Dark Flash, Supergirl. You got 3. And we don't even know if Dark Flash is even coming. Oh, we got Batman. 4. We got the Batman that's up for pre-order. 4. Remember, they teased the other Batman suits that are probably not coming at this point because of the fact that the movie bombed. Right? So that's what that tells me. They're going deep with this line because it did very well, and they know that there's money to be made making these dumb little reused figures that will look incredible in your collection if, obviously, you collect Ahsoka. You put this next to Sabine with the helmet on, holding the pistols. You put the helmet on next to Ezra. You're gonna. I mean, obviously, I don't think they're gonna make Ezra by any means. But let's say they do. Be insane. So that's why they do this, because they know there's money to be made. If there was no money in there, they would be like, nah, it's cool. And another thing with the Flash, it was literally a reissue of the face. All they had to do was mold the hair. That's what made it even more shocking that they canceled the project, because it was literally the exact same face twice with 2 different hairdos, period. And they canceled it. That's why that doesn't even make sense. It wasn't like they're spending so much money on R&D. The head sculpt was already made. You're going to tell me that they can't sculpt one with hair and one with shorted hair? Which they did because it was shown. So, makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense why they did that. Very, very shocking. But again, it tells me that movie didn't do well for a movie. Look at this show. Must have done great for a show. Again, how they view that, how they figure that out, I have no idea. But they went balls deep with the line, as you can see, for whatever reason. I'm glad they only made 2,000 of these because 2001. Stop it, Thule. Oh my God. Of course, you should get. Oh my God. 2,000 years available to. Oh, I read this already. All right, so I'm up. Let me see what you guys are saying right now. Giveaway? Who's giving a giveaway? Send me the link. I want to enter the giveaway too. Don't be a selfish peasants. Cassandra, people like what they like, no matter what it is. Thank you. Exactly. Just like Brad. Thank you. You have just described your husband. Okay. He likes what he likes, whether it's broken or not, whether it's garbage or not, whether it's super expensive and he knows it's going to come crapped out or not. That's exactly correct. Brad is the king peasant of the 1/6 scale community. Okay. He does not, him and Nefty, okay, are neck and neck for the number one spot. Okay. Him and Nefty. Unbelievable. Look at this. I'm waiting for a cat. Brad. This guy. This guy is unbelievable. Brad, what is happening to you, Brad? Mitchell, welcome. Happy Thursday, my friend. Oh my God, Brad, give me something. I'll give you something. Yeah, this for you. This for you.
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
Stop buying Jazz Inc., peasant. Oh my God. Unbelievable. That's how I feel talking to you, Brad. Oh, Brad, unbelievable. Unreal. President, he said he's got me by an inch. Unbelievable. You guys are nuts. You guys are insane. So yeah, guys, let me know who went for this and not get it. Because I want to know who got the text delayed or who didn't get to it in time. If that was the reason why you didn't get it, or maybe you just didn't care for it. Besides the two peasants, this guy won't collect, but he's waiting on Jazz Inc. and Inner. But Hot Toys, he don't care for. He don't care for Hot Toys, but he's in line for Hot Toys for Jazz Inc. and Inner. Unbelievable. I managed to get him. Yes. Oh, lucky. Are you okay with just getting one, or do you think the two helmets are necessary? They give us two. They give us the regular, clean helmet, and they give us the broken one. Would you have gotten two if you were able to, or are you okay with the one? Let me know what you guys did also, guys, with the announcement. Why did I just do that? My big ass head. I'm waiting for your responses, guys. Cassandra, how many did Brad tell you he's not getting? Let me know, please. Couldn't say him on Instagram, huh? Let us know how many you told him not to get, please, Cassandra. Sean, welcome, my friend. He says, I know I am only collecting Clone Wars stuff from Ahsoka. Ooh, look at that. So, are you not getting anything from Like, for example, did you get Ahsoka? Did you get white Ahsoka? Right? Did you get white Ahsoka? Are you getting Sabine? Are you getting, what are you not getting? Let me know and why you're not getting it. Now I'm cool with one, and I'm gonna display him with the unmez. Yep. I mean, if you're getting one, that's a must, right? That's gonna be the sexy look. That's gonna be the badass look, right? That's gonna be the one everybody wants. That's why I feel like, if you're getting this, because you could get any Death Trooper, you could get one from Mando, you could get one from Rogue One, right? They made 2 for Rogue One. You could get one. You could get the Black Chrome. Also, so you have 4 to pick from, right? So do you really need one with red ribbons? That's up to you. But if this is what you got, and you got the option of the helmet and the zombie, it's a no-brainer to display the zombie. It's going to be a sexy figure. Not only that, for those who know and own Death Troopers, you know that these figures are very tall. You know they have some weight to them, even though they're on the thinner side. They have some weight to them. They're, like I said, they're taller figures. They're not your standard stormtrooper size or height. So they're very, very nice already. And so now you have one battle damage. Forget it. It's going to be a gorgeous figure in hand. I can tell you that already. 0. I gotta. This is on Mike's behalf for you peasants. Where is it?
0.0.
Man, Hot Toys Nightmare. I might not never get this. This guy. Figure it out. Welcome. I can't keep up with Hot Toys at the moment. I gotta pass. I'm not broke. I can't even pay attention. No, I did see, guys. I did see on Facebook. Somebody was complaining actually. About the many exclusives, the many drops that Hot Toys keeps giving us, the amount of figures, the speed, and the frequency of how much we're getting, how fast we're getting them. And so he was pretty much saying, am I the only one, whose wallet is done? And somebody responded, I think you are. Because it looks like people are starting to feel it. You're not going to be able to get everything. I haven't even pre-ordered everything. I keep telling you guys, I haven't pre-ordered Chewbacca. I haven't pre-ordered Grievous. I haven't pre-ordered... I don't think I pre-ordered the Battle Damage Vader. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Maybe I did. But I haven't pre-ordered a lot of stuff because it's and again, I'm going to try my best to catch up. Will I? I hope so. But it's getting to that point where it's like, it's a little bit ridiculous. And I went from getting literally everything to now literally getting most of everything. Right? It's impossible. And if you can do it, God bless you. The thing is, a lot of people who think they could do it are selling half of their stuff to do it. You know what I mean? So those are the people who don't want to be called out on that, who want to be looked at as collectors, right? But what are you collecting then? If you have to sell 2 figures, 3 figures, 4 figures to buy 1 figure to keep your mental picture, your mental image of what, you want to be as a collector or how you should be. Again, what I'm saying right now doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. People do. I'm explaining what people do, right? What I'm saying is they want to consider themselves collectors that would have a knowledgeable opinion on collecting, that type of mentality, right? You'll sell half of your collection to be able to keep up and to be able to stay relevant in the game, right? Because you have something to prove. You have somebody to impress. You have somebody to show, hey, I'm doing this. I'm selling everything that you won't think of anymore, and everything that doesn't matter anymore because it's not that new anymore, right? So that happens. That happens very frequently. So that's the issue, right? There's nothing wrong with selling your collection, right? There's nothing wrong with that. To be able to fund it, very smart. If you don't have to come out of pocket because you keep recycling that money, very smart. But don't come in talking about what's going on and you're a collector because you got 10 figures that you haven't sold yet, because you have 20 figures that you haven't sold yet. That's what I'm talking about, right? You're just pretending that you're a part of something by doing that. You're pretending. Again, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Do it privately all you want. It's when they become vocal about things that they have no business talking about, that it's when it's obvious. It's like, where are you coming from? What collection are you talking about? You don't have one, because you sell everything to buy what's new so you can talk about it and then sell it down the line. So that's what I'm talking about. Not that you can't do that, because it happens all the time, and people do it privately, because to a certain extent it's embarrassing for some people. Absolutely. They don't want to be the guy knowing, oh, I got to sell everything to be able to buy the new one. It's embarrassing to a certain extent to some people, 100%. And it's not a bad thing to be embarrassed, because you feel that there's something wrong with what you're doing, that it's not normal, or you at least feel that it's not normal, or you think that it's not normal. And that's why you feel self-conscious. That's why you keep it privately. That's why you don't tell everybody. Again, that's your business. There's nothing wrong with that. My issue is when you're pretending that you're collecting while you're selling everything. How do you qualify to speak on anything? Because all you're doing is staying relevant. You're not collecting anything. Because remember, collecting, you're gathering. We're collecting. We're bringing together. We're gathering, right? If I'm buying one and selling two or three, what am I gathering? What am I collecting? What am I bringing together? If I'm getting rid of more than what I'm bringing in, where is the? By definition, I am not collecting, because I am not bringing in. I'm letting go. So by definition alone, I am not collecting. Collecting is you're gathering, bringing in. Nowhere in the definition does it say you're selling anything. You're not selling anything. You're bringing in. That's collecting. I'm a collector. I'm bringing in. Nowhere am I selling anything. So if you're buying something, right, and you're selling 2 or 3 of your collection to get one, are you really collecting? Are you gathering? Or are you selling? You could say, hey, I'm a seller of 1/6 figures. I sell 1/6 figures. Yeah, I buy here and there, but I sell. There's nothing wrong with that. What's embarrassing about that? Now I sell figures. I buy one here and there, and then I sell I'm a seller. But people want to feel like they're a collector. Obviously, the people who make fun of collectors, they make fun of collectors for a reason. Think about it. You're in a collecting community and you're making fun of people who actually collect in a collecting community. How does that make any sense? So what does that tell you? How do they view themselves in a collecting community? Making fun of collectors. It's an oxymoron. How are you in a collecting community making fun of people who are collecting in the community? Makes absolutely no sense. So that's your red flag right there. That's where you should be like, what? But people are sold these things, and people go where they feel comfortable and when they feel they belong, right? If you're in a chat with, people who are in the same level in the game, right? They're going to feel more comfortable in that level of the game. So anybody in there they feel, hey, I'm comfortable here because I know that these people are on my same level. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You guys see what happens in my chats when people come in, people who never appeared there before, people who have never said a word in my chats before, come out of left field trying to, whether it's check me on something or say something that makes no sense or prove something that, that doesn't exist. They get put in their place immediately and they disappear. Because I know what it is. I know what it is. They try. They could keep trying. They try all the time. They try all the time. You could try. You could try. I don't know how successful you're going to be, but you can try. Perfect example for the people who were there. What was this? Tuesday with Rudy, with the whole conversation. Shout out to Rudy on the In Art Superman packaging, right? We had somebody in the chat talking about, I'm not defending the Superman, but I'm okay with third-party packaging. There's nothing wrong with the packaging. The packaging is absorbing. It's for more moisture absorption. I don't know how wet you expect your figures to come. I've never had a problem with moisture or wetness from any of my Hot Toys figures with their never-changing packages. Same packages for over a decade. Literally. I've never had a moisture issue. I've never had a Hot Toys come in wet because they didn't use third-party padding and third-party bullshit and third-party foam. Not me. Maybe somebody, maybe you guys out there, please let me know that's happened. But never to me. Right? So if you're okay overpaying for garbage with third-party packaging, that's okay. I am talking about me not thinking it's okay. I am talking about me thinking it's disrespectful for this company to take advantage of you guys like that. And people are defending it. That is what blows my mind. That people are defending garbage product when they're getting robbed. You're overpaying for this garbage. And you're talking about, I don't mind about the third-party packaging. That's, again, it doesn't affect me. That's your money that you're giving away and throwing away and getting robbed from. Doesn't affect me. I would never spend a cent on a company that does that to me because they think I'm stupid. They think I wouldn't notice. Or they just don't give a shit enough to say, hey, guys, guess what? Let's pretend that we give a shit about this product, and at least let's give it real foam. Let's pretend that we're trying to keep up with Hot Toys. They don't even try. That is disgusting. Again, defend it all you want. It's not my problem. But that's ridiculous. That is unacceptable. You people want to take that all day long? That's okay. That's your money. It's not coming out of my pocket. So defend the garbage all you want. But who's the idiot? Who's getting taken advantage of? What moisture do you expect that they need to use third-party foam in your figure? How wet? Where are they coming from? That they need a third-party foam in their garbage box. Nothing fancy about the figure. Nothing nice about nothing. And you're okay with it? Then you're okay with it. Cool. It ain't my money. But they look at you as a sucker. They're taking advantage of you 100%, whether you like it or not, whether you think so or not. The quality of the product is garbage. You know how excited people are for this Harry Potter? And it's breaking. And then where do I look for a replacement? God bless. Somebody help. I hope somebody help. What? This is what you're dealing with, and you're defending this garbage? Please. 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 It's disgusting. Disgusting how people defend garbage. 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 But then want to talk shit about Hot Toys. Hot Toys sweeps the floor with everybody else in the community. Sweeps the floor with them. So anybody ever saying anything bad, and I say bad things because they're not perfect, but they sweep the floor with any competition, if you could call it competition, in the game. They sweep the floor with everybody. Whether you like it or not, that's what they do. Okay? So you can try to prop up any other company, any other six-scale company all you want. Nobody comes near Hot Toys, anywhere near it when it comes to materials, when it comes to bodies, when it comes to anything. Nothing. Okay? The fact, again, I'm going to say it again. Let me repeat this one more time because it's very important.
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
Hot Toys, okay? Hot Toys develops their own bodies, okay? That alone, okay? That alone has them up here. That alone. Tell me another company that customizes their own bodies. Please tell me. Iconic got them custom made for their figures. That's why they all look the same. The exact same body for every figure. Okay? Hot Toys has modified bodies for every single figure. Yes, obviously some are reused, of course, but 90% of their bodies are not reused. They design their own bodies. Look at the Carnage. Look at the Venom. Look at the die-cast. What do you call it? What the hell was it? The Ultron. The Infinity Ultron Prime. Not Ultron Prime. The Infinity Ultron from What If. So the things that they do, no other company comes near. You guys want to sit there and bash Hot Toys for whatever reason because you don't know shit about the company. You don't think about what the company does. All you think about is what your other company doesn't perform on. You want to then project that on Hot Toys. Hot Toys has been king and will be king for years to come. No other company would put the money into what they do, the R&D that they put into getting their products, making their products, developing their products. Nobody. That's why they are where they are, and that's why everybody hates them. You know when you're the best at something, everybody hates you for whatever reason. You didn't do anything to nobody, but everybody hates you? Exactly. How can you be in a Hot Toys community? This 1/6 scale community was pretty much highlighted. I'm not going to say invented because it wasn't, but highlighted for over a decade by Hot Toys. And you're going to sit there and bash the one company that most likely got you here because you saw it somewhere and you're like, man, I like that. That looks great. Let me go buy that. Now you're in the Hot Toys game and now you want to bash it? Clearly, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Anybody who says anything negative as about Hot Toys as an overall company doesn't know what they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about. I can tell you that. 100%. Hot Toys used to make mistakes more often than not, and they still didn't make that many mistakes. Okay? Like dumb mistakes they used to make all the time. For example, the original Captain America from the first Avengers movie, that A on top of his head, crooked. Okay? You couldn't get Sideshow to replace that. Oh, Sideshow, it was a mistake. Their excuse used to be, these are handmade. These figures are handmade. Therefore, mistakes are allowed to happen and are expected to happen. That was their excuse back then. And I remember that because I went through it. A lot of you guys wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that because you didn't go through that era of Hot Toys. And Sideshow was saying no. And guess what? You were stuck with the crooked A. You want to see it? Because I have it right behind me. So anybody who says anything bad about Hot Toys as a company, they don't know what they're talking about at all. That's why I get so angry when they sit there, these dweebs, these losers, talking about, oh, yeah, Hot Toys always oversizes their figures. You have 2 Hot Toys figures. What do you know? But they come from these streams of YouTubers that don't collect anything, but they have a ton of viewers. So to them, they're like, oh, I could say whatever it is that I want to say here because guess what? We're all noobs here. Nobody knows shit here. So what I say, people will believe because these people don't know shit here anyway. That's why I stepped in and said something to that specific comment. Because the person who said it knows nothing and they own literally 3 Hot Toys. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. Where do they come from? That stream. Where it looks great on paper. Whoa, look at all these viewers. But what is the substance? And I'm not bashing anything they're doing. God bless. He earned that. God bless. God bless, God bless, God bless, because I'm not jealous of any of it. I'm talking about the substance and what comes out of it. I'm not talking the amount of work that he did to earn that. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about the substance, where it comes from, the things that are said about Hot Toys. That's what I'm talking about, to make it very clear. Because I don't want people to think, oh, he was talking shit about. If I need to say something about him, I'll say something about him. But I'm talking about specific that situation of how people talk shit about Hot Toys when they don't know shit about shit. So, of course, somebody who is very passionate about the hobby, the company, somebody who has a ton of their product from over a decade ago, why wouldn't I feel a type of way when a nobody who has none of it in a chat of that many people say something like that makes absolutely no sense, that is not true, and people will go around repeating that on behalf of, for example, when the whole back computer chair was undersized for the Jazz Inc. back computer. What was the first thing he did? Blame Hot Toys. Hot Toys oversized the figure. You got the other one saying Hot Toys always oversizes their figures. Now you got this one saying this Hot Toys oversized the Batman. The fuck's going on right now? Like, what's happening? If you made a mistake for a figure that you're making a product for, and you didn't bother looking at the figure before you make the model, that's Hot Toys' fault? You're talking about making the product accurate. Accurate for what? For what? If it's not for the Hot Toys figure, then accurate for what? Clearly, people are buying your back computer for the Batman that belongs with it. So, obviously, that Batman needs to sit on that chair. So, if you didn't bother looking at the figure before you decided to make the model, how can you possibly blame Hot Toys for having the figure out for over a year after you decided to create this project? Stuff like that. So people are very quick to talk about the Hot Toys being a problem, but they never want to take responsibility for anything, right? Instead of saying, hey, I would never know, if Hot Toys really oversizes their figures because I don't own that many. Very fair, very honest. But to say things that don't even make sense, because if anything, guess what? Hot Toys has always undersized their figures, which is now why we're getting 2.0s and we're getting updated figures like the Amazing Spider-Man we just got. I got the original one twice. The thing is literally, it's like 8 inches tall. It looks like, at least. It feels like, at least. And this one, obviously, going to be taller, just like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Andrew Garfield that we got for No Way Home. Because I got the original one as well, and I could tell you the new one's taller. So that's what I mean. So how are they oversizing figures back years ago when they're getting bigger now? Again, makes no sense. This is what I mean. So I need to stop it, and I need to step in because it's not true. And them spreading that, number one, it doesn't make sense. And number two, it's not true. So why would I allow that to keep spreading? And that's just me. That's just me. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting anybody to do the same, but it's just me. I just get involved in that stuff because it doesn't make sense. People are retarded and they want to say shit that makes no sense, and I'm not going to stand for it. let me see what you guys are saying real quickly. Where did I stop? Oh, you guys, my God. Yeah, look, badass figures, very good shelf presence. Gonna look sick with the battle down. Exactly, exactly. I ordered Padawan, Ahsoka, Anakin. Oh, I see. Wait, I got you. Okay, so you're just not getting everything, but you are getting some. Joker says, will the shoulders be crap on these? No, they're not. The thing with these is they were made. I forget what kind of strap they used to use, but the new ones have elastic bands now on here. So that's why they're better. They should be better. I mean, eventually that glue will dry out and they'll snap. But the elastic band is better than they used to have. I think some type of leather strap or something that it literally disintegrates. Albert says soft pass for me. Soft pass. Figure it out. Uncarded. Let's see. Uncarded says never collect backwards. Sell 3 old figures to pre-order 1. New 2.0 release. LOL. Nobody will ever know since influencers don't do room tours anymore. There you go. There you go. There you go. I've never sold a figure and have only recently considered selling a figure. And is my Batman Returns 1.0 for obvious reasons, but only considering. No, that's again, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very smart to use your own collection to fund. Again, but what are you collecting? What is your collection? So you can say, oh man, I used to have that figure. Oh man, I regret selling that figure. That's what happens. Ask anybody who sold the figure. Oh man, because guess what? Years later, they make another companion figure for that figure, and now you don't have it. And guess what? You either have to go backwards to get it and pay more money than what you sold it for, or you just miss out on it and you regret it every day. It happens all the time. So exactly my point. What are you collecting then? If you're selling to keep funding, what are you collecting? That's my point. My list on pre-order so far: BD Vader, Chewbacca, Han, Night Trooper. I didn't even pre-order Night Trooper either. That's another one I got to get. Ahsoka White, Sabine, Captain Enoch, Shin, you got Balin, Revan, and Starkiller. Oh, you got everything. You got everybody. I hope no one's unimpressed with my lack of Star Wars zombie cash grabs. There are real collectors and there are the new collectors, aka recyclers. Show us your grails. This guy. Don't be xenophobic on the stream. Hey guys, I'm not a collector. I'm only a reviewer. I get the figure, make a review, then sell it to fund the next. This guy. I am selling stuff just to make room. There are times that focus of one's collection changes. My focus has changed. There you go. Exactly. Again, privately, do what you want. There's nothing wrong with whatever you decide to do on your collection. It's the other stuff I mentioned. How do you feel about selling 1.02? Again, I would never, right? I have all my 1.0s. And again, for that reason, right? They'll make an update. Now I know, wow, look how far they've come. Look how much better the bodies are getting. Look how much bigger the bodies are getting. Look how much more articulation the bodies are getting, right? Look how much more detail the bodies are getting, the suits are getting, the head sculpts are getting. That's why I keep them. Obviously, you can, right? How much could you sell your 1. Like, for example, how much could I sell my 1.0 Amazing Spider-Man right now that the 2.0 is coming out? $80, $100, if that, if people even want that anymore, right? So it's more valuable to me in my collection than it is $80 in my pocket. And then guess what? I have nothing to show for it. Those $80 are gone. The figure is going out of my collection. I don't have it now. That's my mentality. That's why I don't sell my personal stuff. Anything you ever see me sell is usually my doubles or triples or quadruples. Is never my personal stuff. I've never sold anything personal, especially if I don't have to. Even when I have 2 or 3, I still don't sell. But even for that, even when I do have 2s or 3s, I don't sell my stuff. And I've had the chance for over the years with doubles and triples of stuff to make a lot of money. I'd rather keep them for me than make $500 and then I have nothing to show for it. You know, so that's why I take my collecting very seriously, my collection very seriously. Again, that's just me. I don't expect you to take it seriously. I don't expect you to think anything of my collection. But that's why I have the mindset that I have, the mentality that I have for those reasons. Let's see. The foam wars, premium foam. Well, you got to use the buzzwords. Premium foam. Oh my god. I'd figure it out. I don't say. We got the Thor. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. The moisture argument was wild, as if we normally get moist hot toys because they don't. Thank you. Like, what are you talking about? And then, the crazy thing is, I am not defending the Superman, but you're defending the third-party foam because of moisture. So what moisture are you expecting from this Hot Toys killer company? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? When have we ever said, oh, man, I hope they use this third-party foam. We're getting all the moisture in our Hot Toys. Never. I've been around forever, and I never said that. Never. I was ever like, oh, my God, look at the moisture in here. Look at all this wetness. I need the third-party packaging. And not only that, forget all that, TK. Forget all that for 1 second. If Hot Toys has never used that style of packaging, and Hot Toys has been the king and the best 1/6 scale figure maker forever right now, and they've never bothered to use the Supreme foam that only third party uses, okay? Remember this, only third party uses this garbage. Now suddenly it's premium because Inart is using it. Why would you think that suddenly Inart is taking care of the moisture of your figure because you're using that garbage? What the fuck is happening right now? What are you talking about? The people defending is what gets me. What are you defending? They're stealing your money and they're laughing in your face. And you're defending their third-party packaging. I can't. Like I said, maybe I'm just an asshole. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one in this world who thinks this way. Maybe I hope not. I hope not. But like I feel like I'm crazy. You're defending third-party garbage. In the name of what? Who are you defending this for? Who are you helping out by defending this? Who are you doing a favor for? Who's benefiting from you defending this? That's what I don't get. Like, who benefits from receiving garbage? Who? And again, let's say that it was for moisture control. Let's say. How moist do you expect your Superman to come to you? How moist? That they needed to use superb grade foam. So superb that only third party and Inart use it. Hot Toys would never touch it because it's too expensive for their wallet. So that's why Hot Toys never gave us that, because it's too premium. Okay? Too premium for Hot Toys to afford. That's why Hot Toys never used it. So only third party could afford it because it's that much, that much better and that much of high quality, right? That only third party and Inart use it. Yo, I can't. Again, maybe it's just me. I'm crazy. I must be crazy, guys. I'm crazy. I figured out, would people not prefer a slight bigger figure than a slightly smaller one? I don't know what that means. They made 1989 Batman 2.0 smaller than 2.0 to make it more proportional to Michael Keaton. Well, so that's the thing, right? So I didn't even know that because I didn't even get the 89 yet. But why would Hot Toys do this, right? Does it make sense to make it a 2.0 of a small Batman figure or a small character, right? Does it make sense to make it? Meaning, right? We're getting a 2.0 Ben Affleck Batman. Why? Better proportions, right? More accuracy to the look, more accuracy to the suit, right? That's why they're doing that. With the Batman, I'm assuming, again, because I don't have it, I'm assuming that they went the opposite way to make it more accurate in that sense, right? They can't call it a 2.0 because it's not a 2.0, right? A 2.0, we're going bigger in every sense of the word, right? Ben Affleck's Batman is bigger, right? The armored Batman diecast bigger than the original. So the 2.0s are bigger, right? This one, again, I said it too, people were calling it on their videos, oh, Batman 89 2.0. This is not a 2.0. It's an updated version of the original version. That's why they didn't call it a 2.0, right? You could call it a 2.0 to just make it easier on yourself and people don't understand, oh, the new one, right? The 2.0, the new one. Because it really isn't a 2.0, and I doubt there'll ever be a 2.0, right? Because it's not necessary for that Batman because of the suit and for the Batman Returns because of the suit, right? There's not much they could do. They can't give you this artificial style articulation that doesn't come with that suit, that doesn't belong to the suit, because remember, it's supposed to be movie accurate. Kevin Collectibles, welcome. Happy Thursday. Seeing the head sculpt for the new Chewbacca, I have a wish that Hot Toys would make the original 1970 Planet of the Apes. I don't think they'll ever go back to any of those. The Mars Attacks or the Planet of the Apes. I don't think they'll ever go back to any of those. If they did, if they were planning on it, they would have already. There have been many movies. Since those movies came out, since those figures came out, actually, and they would have gotten, back involved with them already. When Mark Wahlberg was in the, was it Mark Wahlberg? No, James Franco was in one of the movies, right? I think that the chimp's name was Simon, I think. So they could have gotten into those movies already. They, Hot Toys made James Franco as an actor, for the new Goblin. And we have his figure already from back then. So believe me, they would have already. They're not. You're leasing. You speak the truth. I hope so. Because as I'm lying, I'm dying. Supreme foam. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. It's raining Trumps and cats here. Hope Hot Toys use the Supreme foam on the Wolverine. It's crazy, right? I don't understand. If moisture gets into your figure prior to arrival, it's getting returned to whoever supplied a Hot Toy. Exactly. Have you ever had an issue with Hot Toys having moisture in your figure? So clearly, they don't need the third-party foam. Clearly. That's why they never bother, because it's third-party garbage. Fabs, you had me at packaging. Unbelievable. Crazy. You foaming at the mouth. No, it's crazy, man. That's how intense I get. That it's like, am I crazy? Like, what are you defending? A company stealing your money? That's what you're defending? Because that's what they're doing in your face and laughing at you. Can you imagine what these people say when they watch these people defending their product and fighting with each other over their product, and them charging you $300, $400 for this garbage, coming in and broken, and then see ya? Can you imagine? You think these people care? They can't even give you. People already stressing out the moment it's broken. Oh, how am I getting a replacement? And you're defending what? Whose honor are you defending? You could take this as me being negative. You could take it. This is bonkers. This is unacceptable. All of it. Again, you want to take it? Cool. I'm going to say something about it because it doesn't make sense. It's not okay. People that get taken advantage of, it is not okay. If you like it, that's okay. If you enjoy it and you like it and you think they're protecting your figure, that's okay. That's okay to think and believe and feel. That's okay. I don't think so. So I'm going to say something on my platform and hope to help somebody wake up from this nightmare. Because it feels like I'm living a nightmare. That people are defending a licensed company giving you third-party packaging. Blitzway. Okay? Blitzway doesn't do that. Okay? Blitzway. Nobody ever said Blitzway would be a Hot Toys killer. Blitzway makes better product, better quality product, better product that holds value, better classics than InArt. Okay? Blitzway. Blitzway doesn't do that to us. Nobody talks about Blitzway. Blitzway comes out of left field with banger after banger after banger. Yes, not as frequent. Not as frequent. But everything they come out with, boom, sells out, goes up in value because there's no reissue, there's no remake, there's no 2.0, there's nothing. So it keeps the value. Look at the Ghostbusters. That original set, it ain't going anywhere. That value is there until they decide to, which I doubt. They decide to make that set again, that value is gone. Nobody talks about Blitzway. Blitzway doesn't do that to us. A company that has been compared and said that was going to kill Hot Toys is giving you third-party packaging, and you're defending it. That, to me, bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. Nefty, how are you, my friend? Welcome. What's up, everyone? New job opening at the New York City mayor. Yeah, that guy, scumbag going to jail. Scumbag going to jail. Caesar, yes. I thought it was Simon. Caesar, yes. Hot Toys figures make most collectors a little bit more. This guy. One reviewer apparently said that the chrome body on the paint Superman, on the InArt Superman, has never been done before. Yeah. They don't know what they're talking about. That's the thing. They're there to push a product. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Be careful. You can watch anybody you want. That's not the point. Nobody's telling you, hey, don't watch him, don't watch that. Nobody's telling you that. Do whatever you want. Just know where it's coming from. Just know that anything you're being told is not for your benefit. It's for you to go spend your money and waste your money and throw away your money at companies that don't give a shit about you, that don't care about the product they're making, that they don't even make you good pegs, that they snap like twigs. That's what my concern is. When you're paying 300 plus, 400 plus, because they're licensed, you're paying for licensed third-party quality. It's disgusting. What are you defending? That's my problem. Oh, I really want me a Blitzway Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, those are good too. I never got one either. I wanted the one with that little push cart, and I never got it. I was like, oh, should I? Then I was like, and I never did. I find it ironic that a person who literally built their channel on reviewing mostly Hot Toys suddenly hates Hot Toys and loves InArt because their buddy designed there you go. So this is another point. They all collect Hot Toys. They all started with Hot Toys. It's that simple. It's a fact. Maybe you started from Sideshow and then you saw Hot Toys. Maybe it happened that way. But everybody in here has Hot Toys. Suddenly, because somebody's talking shit about it, now you jumped in. Oh, yeah, it is true. They're shit. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. But you have to understand, and this is what people don't get. People have to demonize. You have to demonize something that is bigger than you, that is better than you, to be able to make others believe that. Whatever it is that you're lying about, you have to demonize. Again, I'm going to say it one more time for those in the back.
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
The whole less is more bullshit. Okay? What did that do? It brought in viewers who don't have shit. You feel comfortable and welcome around other people who don't have shit. That's how that worked. Brilliant. He created the narrative for what worked for him. Brilliant. But he chose the wrong one to demonize. That's the problem. They could have done that with everybody else. With everybody else, every single one of them. But that's what you need to do. Think about it. You need to say something is bad, something that you feel is intimidating, something that makes you feel less than, something that makes you feel inadequate, something that doesn't make you feel good enough, right? You have to demonize it, because guess what? I'm not the only one who feels this way. I have to bring in my crew. Okay? And look how much it caught on. Look how much it caught on. I can tell you, all the people in there, all noobs. Guaranteed, 1,000%. And again, nothing wrong with it. I'm not talking bad about it. I'm not saying that anything's wrong with it. Absolutely not. But understand why things are done. That's my point of this conversation. I will never say reaching that goal, reaching those numbers is a bad thing. I don't need to hate on nobody. I'll get there one day. I don't YouTube, right? I don't YouTube. So it'll take me 10 years. It'll take me 10 years. It'll take me 5 years. It'll take me 5 years. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not in a rush to do anything. I'm not looking to quit my job to do YouTube. But I need to point things out so you guys understand why things are done. Suddenly, what started happening again? I'm going to say it again.
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
When the whole Toys Wonderland push was coming, who was getting demonized? Sideshow. Think about it. And we've had this conversation plenty. Sideshow was getting demonized by Justin so he could push Toys Wonderland. Suddenly, Sideshow was a piece of shit company. Suddenly, Sideshow was a problem. Suddenly, Sideshow didn't get his figure there. Suddenly, Sideshow was garbage. And you remember, for those who were around, suddenly Sideshow was a problem in the whole community. Everybody had a complaint about Sideshow. You have to demonize to build whatever it is that you're trying to push. You have to. There's no way around it. So that's what they do. It's a tactic. It works. Look at Trump. They've demonized the man from day one. You ask a liberal Democrat, why are you voting for Kamala? They don't know why. They just tell you, I'm voting for her. Why? What has she done? They don't know what they're talking about because they've been brainwashed. Hey, don't like him. He's bad. Anything else is okay, but he's bad. So this is what happens. So you need to do it's a psychological move. That's why I said it's brilliant. Brilliant. I don't know if he realizes that he did that. I don't know if he realized that he was done on purpose. I don't know if he realizes any of that, but it was brilliant. And it worked perfectly. That's why I would never hate on it. The topic has nothing to do with that. But he had to demonize because he knew I can't compete with a collection, any collection. So I can't come off as an authority and a somebody for people to watch and listen if I don't, talk about this. Because this is not, what other collectors have, right? That's where that comes from. Again, brilliant. Can't hate on none of it. But you need to understand that this is why it happens. Let me see what you guys are saying, and I'm out of here, guys. What time is it? Oh, my God. Howard Chan won't get into bed with a reviewer. That's why he talks trash about. Exactly. And again, you have to demonize what you can't compete with, what makes you feel less than, because obviously Hot Toys will never give him the time of day. They don't need to. They don't need him to kiss Hot Toys his ass. Oh, this figure is great, guys. This figure is perfect. Look at the figure. Look at the screw. This figure's perfect, guys. Look, Hot Toys sent me this figure. Thank you, Hot Toys. Thank you, Howard, for sending me the figure. And the figure is great. They don't need that. The figures sell themselves. They don't need a tool to do it for them. That's why if you notice, all the companies getting involved with YouTubers are going down the drain real quick. Anybody attached to Jazz Inc., down the drain. Anybody attached to InArt, down the drain. It's that simple. Hot Toys does not need to do that, has never needed to do that, because when you're king, the product sells itself. You don't need to have YouTubers who are willing to sell their souls for an early product for views and for $100 on YouTube to lie to people to get their product sold, because that's the only thing that's happening. If Hot Toys was lying to you, they would have hired an influencer to push it down your throat. But because they don't need to do that, because they know that they make a great product and the best product at that, they don't need to hire liars to push them down your throat. That's why this happens. That's why InArt is willing to hire liars to lie to you, to shove that down your throat. That's why InArt is willing to hire liars to shove that down your throat. Because clearly, the product won't sell itself. Clearly. That's the only reason why you would need that. We need to get your rookie numbers up. I know. Guys, don't forget to share the stream so I can become a YouTuber. Okay, I'm starting my own figure company. I'm calling it Out Tart Figures. Wait till my boss hears less is more. He'll be ecstatic to know he can pay me less. Oh my God, this guy. You're all peasants, Howard. Absolutely. Absolutely, we're all peasants. All right, guys. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.